At what point did it dawn on you that you'll probably not become a millionaire or a billionaire in your 20s? Also, no matter how healthy we are, we're still going to die one day. Death is one thing that is inevitable. I look back at my early 20s and wish I had done certain things differently, nurtured certain areas of my life more. So either you're in your early 20s, late 20s, or even early 30s, I want you to watch this video with an open heart and let's just be honest about this conversation. Hello and welcome back, friends. And if you're just seeing this hot chocolate for the first time, hey, this is Tinola. And on this channel, I share valuable content. I'm all about making you look your best, feel your best, and live your best lives. So if that's your vibe, please consider joining this thriving family by clicking on that subscribe button down below. In today's video, I want to keep it open and honest about 7 areas in my life that I wish I'd worked better at in my early 20s. This would have helped me reach some of my goals faster and easier, which is living a life of abundance of wealth and wellness. All right, let's dive into it. The first is financial sappiness. Most of my childhood was relatively comfortable. I grew up in a middle-class family, and money wasn't really something that was an issue in terms of meeting our daily goals and needs. But as I grew older, I realized that my relationship with money wasn't the best. My decision-making and habits were woven around things that made me happy, things that brought me pleasure, and things that were in my interest rather than building or thinking about money. I never really thought about money, even in my early 20s. Yes, I dabbled into a little bit of side hustles here and there, but it was always about what I enjoyed doing, and it was never for the money. Also, one of the poor money habits I had was spending as you get. So I lived in the moment. It was all about YOLO, you only live once. And every time I make money, I spend money. I spent it on things that made me feel good and never really thought about how to accumulate this, compound it, or how to even invest it back into making me more money. Another bad habit with money was looking at rich people and thinking they are dirty. Their money is dirty. They got to where they are by doing all sorts of dirty, bad things. It wasn't until recently in my late 20s I started revisiting those mindsets. I started building habits to help me reach my financial goals. The next area is in fitness and nutrition. I did a lot of emotional binge eating and I didn't really build my physical strength in terms of going to the gym and working out and meeting your body goals and building strength. I feel like all of those things I'm trying to do right now, all of those things I'm learning and pushing myself to do right now would have helped me in building those habits, because habits aren't built in one day. Yes, back then I used to sometimes set goals for like a week to eat healthy or set goals for like a month to build my body, and it will work well for me and I would get excited, but I never followed through. I never stayed consistent. And it was always starting and stopping. I wish I had put more effort in enjoying healthier meals and working out, especially when it comes to body goals. Some of your favorite influencers that you watch that are in the fitness industry, they started when they were much younger. And whenever I go to the gym these days, I see a lot of old people working out, which sometimes I have conversations with, and they make mention of how long they've been doing this. They started when they were also younger and they've been able to keep up with that habit. The next thing is mental wellness, prioritizing myself, positive self-talks, building healthy boundaries, and some other self-care habits I continuously share on this channel. For mental wellness, I wish my self-care was on steroids. There are some habits, some fears, some unresolved trauma that I needed to break free from, that I needed to clarify and resolve. And I didn't realize all of that until I went through therapy, which was just recently. Last year. There were just certain things I couldn't resolve by myself on my own or going through Google search. I needed a professional help, and I wish I had gotten this early on in my early 20s. The next thing is continuous learning. So in my early 20s, I spent it doing a lot of learning, but that was mostly academic. I did a lot of time in school because I was studying medicine, but I never really knew any other thing aside my field of study, which was really embarrassing and it just didn't look good. it just didn't look good. I wish I had read more. That was one thing I wish I had done, because I was focused more on just studying to pass exams, go through the rigorous academic years of medical school. But I didn't really read much about other areas in life. I didn't really read much about people's experiences, other fields. I didn't get the time to take more courses, explore more opportunities and other fields that I wish I had done in my early 20s, because that would have helped me to make better decisions and not just see my life as one thing, which was at that time being a medical student. The next thing is making meaningful connections. As you know, your network is your net worth. I wish I had invested more in nurturing the right relationships. I grew up constantly traveling and moving, and even when I was still in my early 20s, I was constantly still traveling and moving. So I never really stayed in a place for a very long time. I would move like every 1 year, every 2 years, every 3 years. And so all the relationships I built in those periods, as I moved, I let them go. As I moved, I just moved on with my life, which looking back right now is one thing I really wish I had worked better at, being patient enough to nurture the right relationships. Yes, in life, you're going to outgrow people, you're going to outgrow certain things, but I wish I had done better with keeping those relationships that meant a lot to me. Second to the last is having a long-term vision. I wish I had taken actions more than just dreaming. I had a lot of big dreams, but I didn't really pay attention or plan it out to make them come to fruition. What I would do differently is to follow through on the smaller goals I set for myself to be able to achieve the bigger goals, because I had a very poor follow through. I would want to do something and eventually not get it done. So instead of dreaming or talking about it, I wish I had taken more actions. And the last but not the least is I wish I had bet on myself more. I did not like competition. I didn't like trying to prove that I was better. I just felt like there was no need for me to prove myself, which is very wrong, because the more you continue to give yourself excuses as to you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You know who you are inside of you. People can't read the inside. It is your actions that matter. The results do matter. So I wish I had put in more effort in betting on myself, being a little bit more competitive, putting myself out there more, advocating for myself more, and just being bold about the things that I could do and the things that I could achieve, putting myself out there a little bit more. That would have helped me a lot in some opportunities that I missed on. That being said, I'm still in my late 20s and I know I still have so much time to achieve my goals of living a life of wealth and wellness. However, these are areas that I don't necessarily regret, but I wish I had done better at. And these are some of the things I'm very intentional about right now. Your 20s is a formative stage. There will be mistakes made. Don't beat yourself so hard on those things. At the end of the day, practice makes perfect, and when you try out things yourself, you're going to learn better. So it's okay if you don't have it figured out completely. I just wanted to share this video with you, hopefully to inspire you or provide value in any other way. But let me know what you think down below in the comments section. And if you found this video helpful, interesting, educative, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. That's all I ask for. Please, please, and please. Your action will get this video to more people that needs to see this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you on the next video. But until then, keep shining. Bye. Check out this video.